Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass here, and welcome back to Death Mark. Previously, we gained the mark, and then we went to some haunted school where nothing will go wrong. Whatsoever. Seriously. Probably not. So rather than go visiting the cop, let's go upstairs. Snakes! Seriously, why are there snakes on every floor? Is this ghost linked with some kind of snake deity or something? Huh? A bird cry breaks the silence. I guess there's a crow or something outside. Did anyone still see a red glow down this way? I think I was just seeing things. It probably was already there. Huh? I heard noise like something slamming against a door. Is someone inside? I shine the flashlight at the door. What? Out of nowhere, the door bursts open and something comes flying out. Ah! Moe shrieks and falls down. I recognize those clothes. Some kind of plant covers half of his face. The part of his face we can see is twisted, in anguish as he screams. No doubt about it. It's that guard. What the hell happened? Thorns, reading my face. It hurts. What's going on? Moe sits on the floor stunned at just syllables. The guard suddenly rushes towards the entrance. He's a dead man. And then, silence falls once more. The only sound left is that of our shaky breathing. Once we catch our breaths, I take Moe's hand and help them up. Our nerves have calmed some, but that definitely left an unsettling impression. I would imagine someone's face being eaten alive by plants would probably leave an unsettling impression. I feel like that'd be a little uncomfortable. Because clearly we're dealing with a ghost that's also moonlighting as poison ivy. Something terrible lurks here. We can't just sit around. I felt like I was paralyzed. I'm okay now. But mister, that guy. Moe stares at the door. I wonder if Hanahiko did that. I'm pretty sure Hanahiko did that. I don't know if you noticed, but I got the feeling someone was standing behind him. There's really no good way to respond to that. I let silence serve as my answer. What else could I do? No point in coming here if we're just going to stand here shaking. I actually kind of get the motif of the ghost. So flowers can be kind of seen as like a beauty thing, you know, like beautiful flowers, roses. And the blood is kind of fueling the flowers, kind of like fertilizer, you know, water. So, you know, rather than just, you know, growing them with water, you know, what's the creepiest thing you can pick right away that's similar to water? It's blood. And then since it's a kid, it targets adults specifically, also probably because they have more blood. And then the question kind of leaks into that whole thing of like, oh, am I pretty? And, you know, flowers and whatnot. It's a little interesting. It's a little interesting take on it. If we don't uncover the secret before it comes for us, why don't we check out the staff room? I tactfully avoid answering Moe's question. The guard had run out of here. Something might be inside. Some secret about Hanahiko. Yeah, you're right. Let's just be careful, okay? I covered my wrist with my palm, making sure Moe doesn't notice. The moment I put my hand on the doorknob, the mark burned my skin, pulsing along with my beating heart. Oh, it's in there. New info was added. Planified guard. The guard we met at the school gate was the one who screamed. He burst out of the staff room covered in growing plants of all things, and the pain was driving him mad. Did a spirit do this? It must have been Hanahiko. Which means inside the staff room is... But we have to keep going. Now we have a letter opener, a plastic bottle, and a holy hard hat. Maybe the hard hat will actually be extremely useful. It'll defend us from the flowers. Alright, let's go in. Entered room on left. The staff room is chaos. The furniture's upended and the walls are... Was there a fire here or something? I don't even see any furniture. There are black scorch marks everywhere. Whew. Boy, it looks relieved as I come out from behind me. Whoa, it's totally empty. Anyway, let's look around. So how I think this is going to go down is if you get a bad ending in the chapter, the characters die. I'm assuming that's how it's going. I'm not sure if you can keep going through the game if they die. This is a complete guess. But I'm assuming they die if you get the bad end. And if they live, you get the good end for the chapter. I guess if we do keep going if they die, then you probably have to make them all live to get the good ending. Huh. There's a door over there too. It looks like it goes to another room. Do I want to go into another room? Hello? The wall near the window is burnt. There must have been a fire here a long time ago. Maybe they got burnt up in the fire. It's kind of cramped in here. Is this a storage room? Seems to be. Hopefully there's something useful in here. Whoa, 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 whoa! So there's something on the ground, something in the shelves. Let's not go into the spooky door yet. Massive wooden cabinet, let's look at. Looks really old, the corner doors are rounded off. Feel. I pull the door, but it just rails in place. Looks like it won't open. Something's stopping it. Tool. Letter opener? Hard hat. I open the glass door and check inside, but there isn't anything that catches my eye. Interesting. I think it's a school journal. The paper's deteriorated from age and bugs, so I can't read it. Huh. So the only thing useful is the floorboard. The mill handle is retracted into the door. I try to get a grasp on and pull it out, but it's unsuccessful. Letter opener. If I use the letter opener, I might be able to pop the handle out. I squat down by the door. My mark bites into my wrist again. Oh, it's there. It's almost like it's trying to stop me from searching under the floor. I stand up pretending to be calm. Okay, that's worrying. Something dangerous must be here. What's wrong? Are you going to see what that is? Listen, that's the damn basement from Evil Dead. I'm going to open that thing and the dang zombie's going to come out. So it's going to be the poison ivy zombie. I'll check it out later. I keep my reply vague as I dust off my knees. Let's look around the room first. There's a bunch of interesting stuff in here. There's definitely something beneath our feet. But we better make sure we're prepared if we're going down there. Are we prepared? Wait, here we go. Cardboard box. Yeah, remember that trick? That's a snake I remember. So it's written a mark on the side of the box. Lost and found. It's legible, but the rest of the letters are smudged. Reaching up, I grab the box and look inside. Got lipstick, red pen, and girl slippers? Rely on Hanahiko. Good job, mister. I knew there was a reason you were tall. Listen, I'm an adult. I'm not necessarily tall. I'm just not young. Okay? Anything else? Let's check our bag first. Command, use lipstick. Range short. Old lipstick found in the lost and found box. Red color really pops. Have been used after there's not much left. Red pen. Keep character on the side. The cap is missing, but the ink is undry yet, so it can still be used. Right with pen. Put on slippers. Range long. It's because you throw them. Children's slippers made of red rubber. There are traces of the owner's name on, but stained and illegible. Well, we better record. I'm not sure what we can do with this. Like, there's nothing really here I can, like, open it with. Pick it with a pen. That was worth a try. Let's go. What's this? Something stuck in the hole for the screw. Let me see. That's persnickety. So I tried the pen, but the pen doesn't work till you re-examine it, then you use the pen. It seems that wooden thing works as a lock. I'll have to do something about that to open the door. So I gotta remember that. Just because something doesn't seem like it works initially, I just have to re-examine it. Take out the red pen. If I use a pen, I might be able to pop out whatever's stuck in the hole. So they don't let you cheat. Like, you can't brute force it. You gotta... Wow, you've got skills. No, I don't. Is that surprising? Anyway, I need to focus. Suddenly the resistance vanishes and the pen pokes all the way through. I put my hand on the door and slide it open without any issues. There's a red tube inside. Flare. You're gonna burn, alright. A flare? What's that for? Well, you see, the ghosts probably got burned alive when they're alive. So they're probably weak to fire. Plus our plant. You know, fire beats grass. It's a signal light for emergencies. It's a good idea to always have one in your car. Huh. Okay, then. But... Boy picks up something off the floor. It's a thorn about as long as my pinky finger. That's what was in the hole. Hanahiko. This is so not a coincidence. I bet he didn't want anyone to have that, so he put a thorn in the hole. Is he scared of this? We both look at the flare again. Ooh. Why'd you have the light? That wasn't me. I didn't turn it off, it just went off. What was that noise? Hey, mister, what was that noise? Shh, be quiet. It's a struggle not to yell with my nerves on edge. I hit the flashlight again and again. Come on, please. The batteries were just working. I feel like I'm performing CPR in this thing. But finally, I hear a voice. Got it. The door behind me warps threateningly. My mark burns in pain. Death is already in the room next door. There's no time and nowhere to run. Calm down, I need to find a way out of this quickly. We're running out of time. A way to survive. We've got to hurry. Here. The metal handles protect the door. Try to get a grasp on it. Door behind me bursts open. At the same time, something soft wraps around me. Dang, I'm dead. The last thing I hear is Moya's voice. It almost sounds like resignation. Then everything goes black. Game over. You suck. So that was a pretty short time limit. Okay. When it touches the metal, my mark scorches me. I stop moving for just a second. But I have to do this. Yes, I got it. I grabbed the handle and lifted the trap door. See, the tricky thing was here. It's okay, so on the lock, when I had to use the pen, you gotta use feel, then use look, then tool. You can't do it in any other order to get that trigger of the dialogue. And this one, it's use feel, then tool, no other order to get the context to use the letter opener there. As I thought, a dark hole leads down into the floor. Get in! I shove Moya into the hole, and I slide down into the darkness after them. What am I looking at? It's dark. Ugh. I fall unexpectedly far, hitting my back against something. I grit my teeth to stop myself from yelling. Something shuffling around above my head. If we had stayed there just a few more seconds, oh, I know. I grip my burning wrist with all my might. I must endure the pain for now. What's in the dark there? I can hear anxious panting. Moy must be right next to me. They're shaking so hard I could see it from the corner of my eye. I braced myself, expecting the trapdoor to break open any second. And you got some squeaky sneakers, Ghost. But the shuffling noise finally grows distant. Is it okay now? Yeah, I think it's gone. Suddenly my wrist isn't hurting anymore. Thank God. I thought we were done for this time. Anyway, where are we? What in the world is this room? I'm surprised this place exists beneath the school. Can you turn on the light? Sure, why not? Yeah. I cautiously press the switch, being careful not to make any noise. Whoa, boy. The scene captured in the light of a flashlight sent shivers down my spine. I mean, literally, it's... literally spooky skeletons everywhere. What? Moya slaps a hand over their mouth. For a few moments, all we can do is stare into silence. A disturbing scene, more horrible than anything I've seen before, spreads out before us. Anyone would be shocked by it, especially a kid. I take a deep breath and look closer. There's something twisting around the corpses. It looks like some kind of plant vine. Are those... roses? There, see it is. Roses, I said that. The strangely sharp thorns are the thin red petals. There appears to be real live roses covering the corpses and carpeting the floor. My vision suddenly grows dim. What? I see a woman's body trapped by roses. What is this? The tragedy that happened in this room. It's as if all playing out in my head. I can see it. Roses? What are they doing here? Did someone plant them? Moya's voice brings me back to reality. Yeah. I can't tell them that I saw some waking dream. I scrambled to remember the conversation. That's right. I saw the rose vines and... yeah, that's gotta be it. It's not like they just spring up on their own. But... why would anyone do that? Did someone decorate the corpses for some kind of reason? They're prettier that way. Or did they die captured by the roses like I saw in that vision? Huh? Moya screams. What's wrong? Something moved. See, over there. Back in there. No. There's something hiding in here. I better save. This is really a thorny situation. Well, where should I start? It's a dried up corpse. The body is twisted in opposition, as if it's all in pain even now. Still in pain, rather. Feel the corpse. I hesitantly search the corpse, but I don't find anything. The corpse. Nothing. Oh, there's one back there. I just noticed that now. This one got a sound. Something flashes within the vines by its feet. Round hand mirror. Looks like a gift for a young woman. A mirror? I guess someone was here after all. They also seem to specifically die with their hands kind of tied together. Almost bondage-like. Curious. It's a bed with metal pipe frame. The mattress is completely discolored, stained with something that looks like sweat. Someone must have been living here, and for a long time, too. Yes, let's feel this old mattress. The mattress is oozing dark, dirty water. It smells like sewage. I slide the mattress over and find a plastic sheet underneath it. Vinyl sheet? It's pretty thick. Was it put there to protect from water damage? The top of the sheet is pitch black. At first glance, it looks like it's covered in mold. But when I spread it open, it crunches as dark red flakes fall from it. Dried blood. This is blood. I can't do anything but whisper dumbfounded as I stare at the blood-stained sheet. Something murmurs in my ears as if in reply. Their blood denies him. Huh? Part of me takes the voice seriously. I'm clearly hallucinating, but for some reason it calms me down. Still in a daze, I shine the flashlight under the bed. No ghost. There it is again. So something's there. Moe's voice has gone very shrill. Then... Hey now, give me a break. I'm no monster, you know. I'm just a regular human being. What are you doing in here, specifically? And how are you not dead? You're an adult. And why did you totally ape my jacket, but in green? Also, your eyes are really shifty looking, like you're a villain. Something slowly climbs out from under the bed. It's a man in a trench coat. A person? What were you doing under there? The man looks bored. He scoffs. The same as you. I ran into that monster and escaped down here. Then you guys came. The man turns his back to us and just jerks his chin. You jerk. Anyway, I was hiding over there. His answer's believable enough. But why is he at this school to begin with? His presence raises a lot of questions. The man tilts his head a bit and peers at me. Then he snorts. It seems he's seen through me. You don't look like you believe me. Guess that's only natural. I haven't told you everything either. I could, but... The man looks around at his feet. We better get out of here first. We shouldn't chat at the crime scene. I think you're right. Moe seems to feel the same way. Let's head back for now. You have someone to go back to. Good. Then let's get going. Sure thing, shifty-eyed random dude that's in a very weird place. The man puts his hand on the ladder. He pauses and turns to us. You gonna introduce your name? Yep. The name's Satoru Mashita. I'm an ex-detective. Forgot to mention that. The man named Mashita disappears up the ladder. We follow him back up to the first floor. But when we emerge, he's not there. Hey, take a look at this. But she is calling to us from down the hallway. Was it like this when you guys came through? Moe pipes up, voice slightly wobbly. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like this at all. Like, oh no. Roses everywhere. Something's creeping along the hallway. They're rose vines. Thought so. I didn't see them before either. The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. This entire game would take the span of a night. It seems like this would take longer than a night with the driving and everything. Some people naturally put others on guard, even if there's no particular ill will between them. That's exactly the type of person Mashita is. Doesn't help you look kinda evil. Oh, you've got some nice stuff here. The moment he climbs in the car, he makes a grab for my bag. Then he starts inspecting all my stuff. I wasn't planning on keeping a constant eye on him, but he's making it very hard not to. Moe seems like the type to stick her nose in everything, but she's suspiciously silent, as if exhausted. Are you okay, Moe? Huh? Oh, yeah. Just zoning out. You know, I'm fine. She doesn't look fine, but my other passenger is more of a concern right now. So, were you at the school because you were investigating something? I'm not in the force anymore. Just poking around for my own reasons. You have the mark, don't you? Something I wanted to check. I don't know what he says, but that would mean he entered the school illegally. What were you... Let me ask one thing first. Mashita interrupts my question and points to my arm. Does that... hurt? It didn't take him long to spot the mark on my wrist. Sometimes, it hurts the most whenever I'm in danger. Huh. Is that so? Mashita leans back in his seat, satisfied. I was investigating some missing people. Guess he's responding to my question now. That school came up in a number of missing persons cases. Each one had some affiliation with H Elementary before they disappeared. Teachers, workers, people in the PTA, students, and their family members. I was looking for them. Then... Moe speaks from the back seat. Were those people... the corpses down there? She doesn't sound as energetic as she usually does. Did something happen after all? Is her mark... Mashita doesn't reply. Maybe he thinks the answer's obvious, or maybe replying to a kid isn't worth his time. A little bit of both, but something bugs me about what he just said. If the school was clearly suspicious, then... Of course, I brought it up to my superiors. All I got for it was... He continues before I can ask, making a slashing motion across his neck. You got fired, huh? Disciplinary discharge. Something about sexually harassing a subordinate. That principal's gotta have some kind of political pull. I probably dug up something he didn't want getting out. That wasn't my plan. Maybe you're an alright guy, but who knows. I never meant to uncover anything dirty. True. The school did have that suspicious room. It's not that strange to think it would come up in some missing persons cases. Dang it! Principal had a secret room of sin. That would be common sense at least. But common sense is for the world of the living. A spirit. Might have something to do with those cases. There's an awkward silence. In that sense, this isn't even the case anymore, is it? Mashita sighs deeply. Who would believe it? Who would believe that there's a monster in that school killing people? It's personal now. Our problem. And we're on our own. He turns his wrist over and shows it to me. On his skin is the familiar mark. You too. Yeah. I sensed it as soon as I saw yours. I had a feeling this would be a problem. We're in the same boat, you and I. He has good instincts. We should talk more when we get back. By the way, there's this talking doll. She's kind of creepy, but kind of not. You'll get used to it. At the Cujo mansion, there's some... I stopped myself from finishing my sentence. I shouldn't mention that for now. In any case, once we get back, we'll give you more details. Yeah, I'm sure that'll help him a bunch. But Mashita scoffs. Help, huh? Sometimes it's hard for me to tell who's talking, because I think that was... That one in particular, that was, Moe talking first. You're underestimating me. It's just gonna turn out he's a perfectly fine, nice guy who takes care of some puppies on the weekend. He just has a really dreary face. Drinks too much coffee. When I get out of the car, someone's there to greet me. Welcome back, mister. You too, Miss Moy. I'm glad you're unharmed. Did you find any clues about the spirit? What? So there are others? This is everyone. Huh. What a reliable group you've got. The sarcasm is practically dripping off his words. So, are you all planning on continuing the search for that key or whatever it is? We don't have anything else to go on. There's no other choice. I don't understand you. If the source of the mark is a spirit, it would be best to destroy the source, don't you think? What do you mean? The spirit exists, so all you have to do is kill it. I like your style. Are you serious? Of course he's serious. He doesn't exactly look like the joking type. Even if we manage to kill it, will that really make the mark disappear? When I consider everything Mary told me, it doesn't seem like it worked that way. Even assuming it did, we have a more fundamental problem. And how do you plan to kill it? Fire! I'll figure something out. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well. He claims he can kill a spirit, yet he doesn't even know how he'll do it. Where does all that confidence come from? Don't forget, I faced him once already. If we're seriously thinking of killing him... Mashita grabs his wrist. The little shit shot some kind of thorns at me from a distance. They hit hard enough to stick in concrete. There's no way to get in close to him. We have to make that a priority. Mashita pulls something out of the heel of his shoe and tosses it at me. It's a thorn, curved like a fang. The only reason I'm still breathing is because I was lucky. It won't happen next time. We need a plan. As we head to the entrance, I tell Mashita about Cujo Mansion. He takes it all silently. Even bringing up the talking doll aside Cujo's death doesn't trigger a reaction. Is he so unnervingly calm because he's already dealt with the supernatural? I'm a paranormal cop. Blat blat, we're gonna kill this ghost. We reach the main hall, which is warmly lit. It's just a strange mansion, but for some reason I feel like I've come home. Acclimatization is kind of terrifying. Hello, doll. That man is a mark bearer too, I see. Would you make the introductions? Update Mary on our investigation the strange way we met Mashita. The mirror, the underground room full of corpses, the sudden appearance of roses. I really hate to admit it, but it's clear something supernatural is at work here. And the spirit that caused all of it, Hanahiko. There's no doubt that Hanahiko was the one to put the mark on Mashita's arm too. But... what kind of chance do we have against a monster that can do that? Mashita says we should kill him. But is that even possible? Hey, Yashiki. My train of thought is interrupted. Mashita's holding a leather-bound notebook out toward me. Read this. I picked it up in that underground room. It was caught up in a bunch of those rose vines when I found it. It was pretty hard to get loose. Did you read it? I skimmed through a bit. It's got some interesting stuff. That's what he says, but he's not smiling at all. His eyes simmer with a quiet anger. Dark red marks stain the cover. I have a bad feeling, but I flip through it. Rose petals fall as they become unstuck from the pages. Talk about rose-tinted glasses. The notes within are very detailed. The author was intelligent and well written. Reading through, it dawns on me that this was written by the H Elementary's principal. Yeah, the principal did something. It's gonna be a weird sex dungeon. Maybe he had the kid tied up in there. And maybe like a fire. When a fire went down, they kept him tied up and like just abandoned the school. Or he purposely burned them in there. The austere, meticulous letters in each page tell a ghastly story. Records of a young adopted boy's tutoring sessions. The first note is from 5 years ago. It seems the boy adopted by the principal was small and exceedingly cute. He enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. There was no denying that they truly suited a dainty red-cheeked boy like him. But the principal had a hard time accepting such fancies. Bad habits must be corrected young to promote sound mental health, he thought. So he called it tutoring as a cover for his warped desires. They took place in the underground room. Too many prying eyes anywhere else. There was no safer place in the school at night once all the teachers had left. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch, then tutored. He was a highly respected teacher. He'd even made appearances on TV. Here's always the thing, why don't the ghosts go after the original perpetrator? And just, like, mess off after that? Well, I guess they're kind of, like, ghostly traumatized, so they're a bit chaotic. So they take who they can get. That's why they don't like adults. See, now I'm like, thinking about it. There was no reason to be suspicious. The only one who noticed anything strange was the boy's homeroom teacher. But she feared the principal's power and firmly kept her mouth shut. As the notes continue, they are more and more deranged. They paint a horrible picture. It is of a totally distorted parent and child. My child gets weaker after every session. His delicate frame has grown thinner and red cheeks are now darkened. His appearance is described in detail. But there is no malice or hatred. There's just fanatical sincerity, his pride as an educator, and a terrifying, smothering love. It continues like that to the very last page. There's no mention of what became of the principal and the boy. But going by the current state of H Elementary, I can hazard a guess. You don't look so well, mister. What was in that notebook? This concept appears up in me. He and the boy in the notebook are about the same age. This isn't stuff you share with a kid. I better just sum up the main points for him. That's terrible. We children are always the victims of egos of adults. Stupid grown-ups are irredeemable. That's a very grown-up face you got there. Why he'd say that makes sense. The revolting evil of the adults and the poor boy became a victim. But is that really the end? If Hanahiko and the boy in the notebook are connected, and the boy turned into a monster, is that even possible? Untimely deaths produce hatred. Death does not bring it to an end. Such festering sentiments can give birth to the supernatural. Monsters, ghosts, vengeful spirits, they have many names. I believe that you have all heard one or two such stories. Hanahiko is similar. Mary's words are hard to swallow, but after all those weird events, it only makes sense to accept them. If I turn my back to the truth, all that will await me is death. Then Hanahiko really is a monster. We must form a plan based on that hypothesis. Mary is silent a moment, then her jade glass eyes shift to Mashita. Incidentally, according to Lord Yashiki's report, there are those among you who are considering killing the spirit. I shall warn you just in case, but that will be very difficult to do. Why's that? I could see Mashita Norio's eyes, but I made sure to speak up first. They are from the world of the dead. We just have to double kill them. Just as the living cannot become more alive, the dead cannot be killed. The only thing you could possibly destroy is the cursed sentiment. So, what does that mean? It is as I told you before. Death and life existing together. If that is the origin of the mark, then a way to erase it will be there. By driving away the spirit, the curse will also be eliminated. So defeating Hanahiko is how we'll be able to destroy the mark. Saying that how he can't be killed. What exactly is the key then? It is nothing more than a concept, so I am unsure, but I am certain of one thing. Fate ties the spirit to its place of birth. An object there may be able to fulfill the role of the key. It is a difficult concept to grasp, but that's just how spirits are. Determining the nature of the key, that will decide your fate. I had a feeling. We'll just have to keep digging around at H Elementary. We don't know what the cursed sentiments or the key to destroying the grudge are. Gaining the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. You will be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's fear. The way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. Remember this, and be careful. New info was added to the spirit file secret in the underground room. Oh, I got two partners here. Aibo. Secret underground room. Chased by Hanahiko, we fled into an underground room to find several skeletons wrapped in rose vines. A spirit of one of the victims showed me a vision of the past. A disgusting image of a woman dying entangled in roses. She was likely one of Hanahiko's victims, just like that guard. Even more surprising, a guy named Mashita was hiding in there. The ex-detective explained all the victims were staff at the school or their family. Why did they have to die such a cursed death? What's concerning is the notebook Mashita found in the room. It claimed that some kind of tutoring was going on in there. The tutor was the principal and the pupil his adopted son. A delicate boy loved to dress up in skirts. Under the pretense of correcting bad habits, numerous twisted actions were performed on the boy in that room. He grew weaker and weaker. His teachers should have noticed. They were just pretending ignorance. Roses covered the underground room in the school. The thorn that shot like a bullet in Mashita. If the boy in the notebook turned into a monster, is there a way to repel a spirit of a grudge like that? And that voice that rang in my head again. What did it mean by their blood denies him? They'll hand me over bird designs on the back. Plastic sheet. Huh. Satoru. An ex-detective is charged over a scandal. He claims it was a false accusation, but the truth remains hidden. Despite being fired, he continued to pursue suspicions about H Elementary and received a mark from Hanahiko there.